Hello everyone. Today I want to present the assessment 1 for MKT5124 Marketing Strategy and Technology. The purpose of this presentation is to understand the current trend in automated test equipment industry, ATE, external factor impact ATE industry, internal factor on the identified company, contemporary market strategy, disruptive technology to improve company competitiveness, the benefit, risk, and the challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, electronic manufacturing landscape is changing. Automated test solutions play a significant role in today's electronic manufacturing industry. THMY Technology, a company provides automated test solutions, is actively involved in this industry. The solutions they provided include in-circuit testing, ICT, functional test, FCT, and industrial automation. Now let's see how external environment impact on THMY Technology. In political factor, the China Plus One strategy provides a great positive impact to the company, with the restriction on China export towards USA as well as US-owned company. This provides a huge opportunity to THMI to shine. Furthermore, with the AI and data center super cycle right now, which in turn will increase the need for the test solution, this creates a huge opportunity to THMI from economic perspective as well. However, from the social factor, TSMY may face a high threat due to the talent availability in Malaysia. According to news from CNA, Malaysia needs 50,000 skilled engineers, while universities are only producing about 5,000 engineers per year. This will greatly create a competitiveness between TSMY and other multinational companies to attract talents. In technological aspect, THMI will have a high opportunity because of AI as well as the electrical vehicle evolution right now. On ecological factor, the ESG practice will create a medium impact to the THMI. While in legal perspective, the recent introduction of minimum wages increment by Malaysia government will create a high threat to THMI. This is especially when THMI confronts with China competitor in cost perspective. Next, let us using a Porter 5 force to analyze the market landscape of THMI. In the trend of new entrant, the impact is low because ATE or test solution service actually require a high investment cost as well as intensive skilled engineers. In view of bargaining power of supplier, THMI may face a medium risk due to its material actually is heavily depend on one supplier. According to THMI prospectus dated 29 September 2025, this material is occupied about 26% of their overall material need. Due to the complexity of the miniature of board, the test actually required become complex, and the accessibility become lesser and lesser. Because of this, it will create a threat of substitute to the current solution offered by THMI. On the bargaining power of customer, it is low to THMI. This is because most of the test solution actually is customized and engineering intensive. On rivalry among existing competitors, it seems to be low because of the AI and data center super cycle right now, which will cause the industry to grow significantly. On competitor landscape analysis, there is no direct competitor from Malaysia. However, all the competitors are from overseas, as you can see in the slide. For customer landscape analysis, according to THMI prospectus, the major customer actually is from Thailand, Malaysia, and USA. And this can further break down into about 42% contribute from the electronic manufacturer services provider EMS and 58% from the OEM, which is the original equipment manufacturer. After market landscape analysis, let's perform a SWOT analysis. From the SWOT analysis, we should focus on weakness and the threat while maintaining the strength and take note on the opportunity. Now let's look at the stock tech model on THMI technology. In situation perspective, THMI market share is about 1% locally and 0.1% globally according to the prospectus. So the objective should be increasing the market share with competitive advantage. We should focus on ICT solution while growing FCT solution. This solution provided should be emphasized on improved test coverage, which will in turn provide customer satisfaction as well as provide customer confidence to THMI technical competency. Besides, THMI should provide immediate on-site or off-site support in order to reduce the downtime in customer production usage or production tests. In order to achieve this, we propose THMI to implement Industry 4.0 in their process of operations or in the after-sales service. This can be controlled or monitored through the customer satisfaction survey as well as through the market share survey of THMI. THMI should invest into Industry 4.0 to increase their competitive advantage as well as their market share in the industry. This includes the Internet of Things (IoT), Big Data Analytics, Smart Manufacturing, and Artificial Intelligence (AI). Let's see how industry can help THMI from the weakness and threat from the SWOT analysis that we done earlier. Let's begin with the threat first. The competition is from foreign industry players. THMI should focus on the product of their quality with the implementation of 3D scanner, where 3D scanner to use to perform the final check on their hardware. And smart manufacturing with technology advancement to provide a stickiness with the customer on their product or solution. Besides, with the smart manufacturing, this can reduce the product cost due to the higher minimum wages introduced by Malaysian government recently. To overcome the lack of innovation solution, THMI encouraged to implement LOT to their feature with sensors. This is for the purpose of test controlling, monitoring, and maintenance, whether inline or offline. This can increase competitiveness with provides real-time data to the customer, as well can increase the customer interaction on the product and the solution they provided. Lastly, smart manufacturing with big data, robot, and analytic can help to reduce labor intensive and improve long lead time on delivery. With big data analysis, it can help to improve product verification and validation process, quicker after sales service support, whether on-site or off-site, and hence improve customer satisfaction with reduced downtime. Now, let's look on the risks and challenge on the implementation of the Industry 4.0 and THMI. The R&D in THMI is only started since 2025. This may become one of the challenges for THMI to implement Industry 4.0. Besides, due to the limited supply chain in Malaysia, the equipment available with Industry 4.0 enable is not available or is not matured. Besides, with the high investment cost with low or unjustified ROI, is also one of the concerns for THMI to implement the Industry 4.0 successfully to their production. As a conclusion, with macro environment analysis, THMI technology is in positive trend due to the super cycle of AI, which require high volume of testing of the electronic product. For internal environment analysis, threat and weakness can be improved with the implementation of Industry 4.0. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.